last but not least on the defense. Defense. It is a choice. It's a choice, guys. It is a choice whether you want to do it or not do it. Okay? Let's choose to do it. Let's make the choice something we choose. Okay? Everybody make the choice something we choose. We just do a little bit better job of it. We just go a little bit harder. You reach step a little bit more. You communicate a little bit better. You keep a hand up, not out. Remember that? Hand up, not out. And this thing is going to be ours, baby.
This place is juiced up, and we are already so much history between these two teams that are separated by only 65 miles. Playing on this kind of a stage in this kind of an environment is what you dream about as a kid. It's Michigan, Michigan State. Standing room only, 13,000, and we're off and running.
Every time there's an awareness right here. They're double teaming him, making sure he gets rid of the ball.
He does.
Tillman inside. McQuaid, the pump fake, splash. Spartans at this end have hit 5 of their last 6. Goins has Matthews on his back. Beautifully done.
Look again.
Tillman, excellent position, surrounded outside to Goins. That's a 3.
He's got to pay attention defensively. Look at this. Razdakis drilling the deep one. He can put it on the deck. I'm going to try and rest him. I don't know how it went. Nice look. How about
Unbelievable vision. Tillman.
Nice pick and slip.
Here's Razdakis poked away by Winston. And no one back for the Wolverines.
That helps. Razdakis felt he got fouled, but you got to be tough with the basketball, particularly against Michigan State. Good knock call.
McQuaid, that's a 3.
Pratfall.
Two of the terrific defensive teams in the country, and it has been a street fight in the Big Ten. Michigan State by 2.
For Michigan State, they've got the KHL line.
Really one of the best lines in the Big Ten, one of the best lines in college hockey.
Top line for Michigan State to start the night that was so effective yesterday, as on the power play as well. Final 15 seconds of the period. Todorenko whips it to the circle, score! Lewandowski off the feed.
Rossi leaves it for Lewandowski, pass to Todorenko, and there is the KHL line working to perfection.
For Patrick Todorenko, Lewandowski, Hirose scores! That's why they're one of the most dangerous lines in the nation.
I didn't really know what the start of it was. I think it was more of like a Neil's Notebook type of thing, but
yeah.
Then it just kind of turned into, you know, the announcers and you know, people around school starting to pick up on it. But yeah, just happy to be part of the KHL line.
Yeah, I mean, I always remember there was like the CCM line in Michigan and Pacific Rim line in Denver. So I mean, it's pretty cool to be a part of. But I mean,
didn't really expect it to stick at first, honestly.
You know, we get a lot of heat in the room a little bit, but
yeah,
it's worth it.
A vaunted line of Todorenko, Hirose, and Lewandowski, a pair of juniors and a sophomore.
And they've been together for 2 years now. They know each other very well as line mates, and that's why they have such great chemistry.
I think just having confidence in us right away. The first day of practice, really, once we got down to it, was us 3 together, and you know, it kind of just clicked right away, and they had that confidence. Whether, you know, if we had a bad game, they weren't going to try to split us apart. They just always kept us together, and, you know, had that confidence in us that we were going to have some results the next night.
it's just nice to sort of have that consistency with each other, and you know, in practice we know sort of what works, so we can sort of mess around and have fun with it and stay loose. So that's a big part for us.
Yeah. And I think it's pretty special, but at the same time, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it. And you know, the three of us have a little group chat that we text in, you know, sometimes 4 games just to keep each other going, and you know, just talk about the game and how we could have been better, or you know, the little things that we could have done.
I think you can tell when we have a good shift or when we're buzzing around, the crowd sort of gets really into it. So I mean, that's pretty exciting when we're on the ice. And I mean, I know that we started the Gaudreau Gatorade thing on the bench now, so I've been giving these guys water on the bench now, and it's been working the past couple of games. We have to keep it up.
It's definitely fun to see when, you know, Louis scores a goal and You can see Taro's face going up and down in the stands with the student section. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we want to be more than just an offensive line. I think, like, you look at our plus minus, we're pretty good there. So I think playing good in the defensive zone and playing the right way, sort of leading in that direction as well, not just making the fancy plays in the offensive zone.
I think with hockey too, a big part of it is trying to make your teammates better and learning from both of them every day, and it's good to see both of them get rewarded for their performances.
Yeah, and I think we sort of take the individual awards as like sort of a team thing or a line thing. So I mean, when Pat or Lou's getting a star, or me, like, it's always just sort of, we did that sort of thing together. It wasn't just the one guy having a good weekend. It was sort of all of us.
These girls are warriors. To go to a school in the north and play an outdoor sport in the spring, you have to be a warrior. You're on the road the first 7 weeks of the season. You're gone Thursday through Sunday. If you don't have that grit and determination, you can't make it. And these girls all have that grit and that passion, and they have that drive to get it done no matter the circumstances.
Being at Michigan State and on the softball team, the things you learn here will carry on forever, like the time management that we need to be a student athlete. We're gone from Thursday to Sunday. We're actually traveling more than we're at school.
It's kind of just a grind. We know that we have to come out here and do our best and play our hearts out, and we got to go back and do our schoolwork because our education is first.
I think the really cool thing about it is how resilient and how adaptable the players are. I mean, they do incredibly well in school given the fact that they're gone as much as they're gone from campus. We do a great job with scheduling of classes, so we really don't miss a lot of class. But players that play in the Big Ten, and definitely at Michigan State, have to really do a good job of managing their time.
It means the world to me just to have the opportunity to go all these places and play the game that I love and make family here that's not family, and just all the support that's behind me no matter where I go.
It's important to me that we do a great job of the mission, and the mission is education. The mission is still providing the absolute best athletic experience within the educational setting, and the goals are to win every softball game we play. But if you can't achieve your goal, that doesn't mean you abandon your mission.
When I think of Michigan State, I just think of like how big of an opportunity is to play here, and the Big Ten is such a competitive league, and it kind of just symbolizes like all the hard work that I've put in through my whole life. And so coming to Michigan State and playing the best competition, it's just a good opportunity to go out there and have fun and play softball and meet a bunch of people. Just have my family watching there and go everywhere and play, and I think it's just a really good opportunity, and I'm really happy I'm here.
Michigan State opens us up to so many different opportunities. We travel to so many different states, being able to be exposed to different weather, climates, and friends and family and fans, and I think it's really cool.
We're a young team, and we graduated a lot. We knew that going in, but our goals still remain to be as competitive as possible within the Big Ten and make the NCAA tournament. Whether we get there or not, I don't know, but I want to see us continue to get better day in and day out. It's a long 56-game grueling season, and it's really important that you stay the course, you grind it out, you learn to do that, and you just come out and compete every day.
Michigan State is rebuilding, but second-year coach Danton Cole has one of the best lines in college hockey. Center Patrick Kodorenko, right wing Mitchell Lewandowski, and left wing Taro Hirose, the nation's leading scorer with 20.
They're important to our team, and that's easy to say, but they work hard in practice. They do a lot of things the right way. They're probably our best forechecking line. They're out there in a lot of different situations, so there's a lot of responsibility on them, but they've done a great job with that.
They're a constant threat to score, and that's always a nice thing for a head coach when he can roll out a line knowing that he's going to generate some offense. But even more than that, it's a line that generates momentum. So even if they don't score, they generate chances, they generate offensive zone time, they make teams defend. And because they play against everybody's top line and against everybody's top D pair, and they play more of their time in the offensive zone, they're preventing scoring from happening because of the fact that they can control pucks and they can play in the offensive zone. So it's kind of a double-edged sword for you. You get the offense, the best defense is the best offense kind of thing, and you get that constant threat to score.
It's been a while since we've had Michigan State, a line that pulls fans or media out of their seats. When they get the puck, you're like, okay, what's going to go on now? But what I like about it is the fact that they're all improved from last year.
When you take a look at them individually, I love what Kodorenko can do in terms of the way he distributes the puck, the way he can play higher in the zone and move pucks where he wants to, but he can also play a hard, heavy game.
He's using his size and strength. He goes in the corners now, and he knocks people off the puck. He's playing like a Brendan Shanahan played for the Red Wings as a power forward.
See now to Kodorenko, shot, goal! Great puck movement by Michigan State. They wind up in the slot with Patrick Kodorenko, and he buries it.
And then you look at Lewandowski, who lately everything he touches turns to goal. He's got a great release, and he's one of the players in the NCAA you notice because of the fact that he can find soft spots on the ice to be open. That's a skill I think is really underrated, and he's got a really good ability to do it, and you combine that with how quickly he gets his shot off, that brings another dimension to it.
Yes! Front shot, goal for Michigan State. Hirose passed it into the slot, and Lewandowski converts.
I would have been very surprised if someone had said Taro Hirose in the late January, early February is leading the league in scoring and leading the country in scoring. But because of the fact that that line has been so good, 5-on-5 and on the power play, now I'm not surprised just the way they've improved and the way they mesh together.
Shot, goal! Oh, what vision by Kodorenko to see Hirose streaking in off of the bench.
Sassana has helped immeasurably at the right point, and basically Cody Milan digging pucks, setting people up. He's a perfect fit. And so the way they mesh together, every time the Spartans get a power play, and even if they've been on the ice, they go off for one shift, come back on, because that's what this offense is about.
And even late in the games when we're up a goal, that's a line that we look to. Just, their puck possession is so good and their hockey smarts is so good that, they can help us if we're down a goal or up a goal. Bigger picture is they're important to our program and what we're trying to build and where we're trying to go. They've done an outstanding job for us, and they're helping us build what we have here as a program and a culture. And you hate to look ahead, but 8, 9, 10 years from now, I hope those guys can look back and we've got our program where we want it to be, and they're going to know that they were a real big part of turning things around and getting us where we need to be.
Here we go. It's Michigan State and Michigan today. Wolverines on a 7-game winning streak. The Spartans have lost their last 3, but we've got over 15,000 tickets out today, expecting to sell out at the Breslin Center.
We got to show who's the boss in this state right now. Michigan State, it's senior day. It's all about Jenna Allen. It's all about the Spartans. Let's go. Let's beat them. It's on.
Allen in the post, turns to her right shoulder and banks it off the glass.
Spartans score 33, Jenna Allen.
Kicks it out to the left wing, then to Allen. A topside 3. Bang!
Got the bounce in her step. As I mentioned, it's the perfect time for this rivalry game.
McCutcheon throws ahead to Gaines in transition. The layup is good off the glass. And a timeout called by the Wolverines. There's the punch the Spartans have been looking for about 3 weeks, and they find it with a 7-0 run to start the game against the Wolverines. Skip pass over to the right wing, catch and shoot 3. Munger drops it in. She's their leading three-point shooter. Not something they do a bunch, but Munger is very good from beyond the arc. Both teams ramping up the defensive pressure, and there is so much energy on both ends right now. Spartans get the basketball. Allen, left wing 3. Got it. Her second 3 of the first quarter, and it ties it up at 13. Allen left the shot short. Got her own board, and the putback is good. Jenna Allen with 12 points for the Spartans. 6 to shoot. To Mardrika Cook, a left wing 3. Yes! Mardrika Cook's 5th long-range bucket of the year. 5 1/4 to go in the second. Hilton drives from the right corner, gets into the lane, lays it up with a scoop shot. Got it to go. Nifty move by the freshman Amy Dilton. Pressure by Michigan. Spartans break it. Over to McCutcheon on the right wing. Wide open right wing 3. Book it. First long-range field goal for Taryn McCutcheon today. 5-point lead for the Spartans. Out to the top. Curls into the lane, going to the cup on the left side. Missed the runner, Cooks the offensive rebound. One dribble, back up, good, and the foul. And a big fist pump from Sydney Cooks, who's going to the line. Throws to Munger at the top, gets off a 2, and it's good. She had her foot on the line. Nicole Munger puts in the long 2. Her Michigan State maintaining the lead. Michigan trying to make the run. Out and around the screen, throws into the corner. Cook tries the baseline, going to the cup. Hesitation in the air, and she puts it off the window and in. Marjrika Cook into double figures with a beautiful finish.
Placing number 33, Jenna Allen.
Got a kiss, and the tears, and the group hug. The tears through the smile, and a hug with Susie in front of the bench, and a crowd on their feet.
That you inspire this coaching staff, you inspire every single kid over there on the bench. I've been in a lot of
That is a long fly toward the 190 sign and out of here for Charlotte Eccles. She has her first home run as a Spartan.
We set our goals pretty high this year. I think the last couple of years we wanted to make it to regionals, and we've gotten closer and closer, so we've just become more and more hungry to make it further and further.
Every single day it's a different day, so whatever happens one day you could shake it off and you just come back the next day super happy to be there, and I think that's one thing that Michigan State softball has going for them, and I just love this team.
We are a young team. We've got a lot of young kids on the mound. We're trying to figure out who's going to play where still. I wasn't at all disappointed with our growth. I think we just have to concentrate on getting better each time out. The bottom line is we need more opportunities in the dirt outside to get better. Playing teams that are equal to us or slightly better is really what you have to do to learn and grow and stretch.
We have a long list of things we need to work on, which if we would have gone somewhere where we beat every team and it was an easy ride, we wouldn't have this list of things we need to work on. So going back to Michigan and having practice all this week, it's good to look at this long list of things we need to work on and actually be able to work on them for the future tournaments so we can get and accomplish the mission that we came to do every weekend.
I still have seen some growth in our kids. I think we're still figuring out who we're going to be, how we're going to win.
Even though this weekend was a tough one, we learned a lot from our mistakes and learned that it's going to take a lot more to get to the higher level and compete.
Winston probing the defense, off balance, puts it down.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy shot right there, but Winston, the ability to put the ball on the floor, make tough shots.
Nice hesitation.
Pull.
Pull is cool.
Here comes Brazdakis. Nasty.
Look at this place.
As we move past the 13-minute mark.
Nice look.
Wide open is Kithier. Henry finding Winston around a screen, and he answers.
Nice call from the sideline, too, getting that set. Dissipate it. Nice run, and Teskey, got to finish. Great look by Simpson. They got 5-on-4 if they want.
Henry, the trailer, slithers inside, finding his man, and that is Goins.
That's because Teskey fell, was under the basket, couldn't get back. Take advantage. He does a great job keeping that pivot foot.
Shot clock down to 4. Poole has to hurry. Matthews. That's a 3. Short. Excellent defense.
That was great one-on-one defense, team defense, Michigan State. Shutting them down as Teskey gets a breather.
Just textbook defense by Tom Izzo's Spartans. And look at Izzo on the sideline.
He is imploring his team.
Well, he is amazing, the energy.
With 10 to shoot. Winston against Simpson, so fitting, and Winston putting it down.
Good defense, but better offense.
Oh, Winston tastes good. A little too much of a
Tillman overplayed. As the Michigan State Spartans come to Ann Arbor and score themselves an incredibly gritty 7-point win. And for the Spartans, their first road win against the top 10 Michigan team since February 20th of 1986. Amazing.
UP, you just ruined my $50 suit.
What about you doing?
Guys, been here 30-some years, 24 as a head coach. Not sure I've ever been prouder of a group of guys that followed a game plan. My assistants did an unbelievable job coming up with a game plan. I know at times you struggled with it. Matt, you went a little dingy at the start of that second half, you know, but you took a little crap and bounced back. You know what?
Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.